With Gamescom having taken place last week, the gaming landscape was turned on its head. Not because of big headlines like Ori and the Blind Forest coming to the Switch, or the borderline masturbatory trailer leading up to Hideo Kojima's entrance, but entirely due to the realization that Nintendo has officially made one of the worst mistakes in gaming history, second only to the inclusion of surprise mechanics in 2017 Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. So what we look at as surprise mechanics.
And that's the decision to seemingly rebrand the minimalist Indie Direct to an overcomplicated Indie World Showcase. This news has understandably thrown many a gamer for a loop. So while you're trying to once again find your bearings in our unhinged world, I'd like to talk to you about 5 awesome indie games featured in Nintendo's poorly named Indie World Showcase. First off, we have Eastward from Shanghai-based developer Pixpill. Not only is this one of the single most beautiful trailers upon which I've ever had the pleasure to lay my eyes, but Eastward also seemingly offers an alternate take on the post-apocalyptic genre, and opts out of the standard dark dreary landscape in order to provide a lush and gorgeous world. All the while, it keeps the genre's odd staple of a dual protagonist structure. In Eastward, you'll play as both a hardworking miner named John and his mysterious young companion, Sam. Together, you embark on an adventure to discover Sam's origin and that of the creatures plaguing the remnants of humankind. Sadly, the only word on a release date is a large release window of the year 2020. Before checking out Scaleboy, I couldn't really say I found anything else, both cute and excessively disgusting at the same time. But after learning that in this whimsical voxel world, your cutesy protagonist Skippy not only doffs the weapons of his fallen enemies, but their body parts as well, I was challenged with holding back a variable baseball cap's worth of adult male vomit. Unlucky for you, I won't actually be able to finish writing this feature because I've got to go buy a new hat. In all seriousness, I love the look of Scaleboy. In a world with an abundance of 2D pixel platformers and Metroidvanias, it's refreshing to see a Paper Mario-inspired 3D pixel ARPG. Sadly, with combat being a focus for most action RPGs, Scaleboy's looks to have been placed on the back burner in favor of a more vibrant world. But that might just be what separates it from its contemporaries. Scaleboy is set to release on December 3rd. What the Golf was both one of the most interesting and unintelligible trailers shown during Nintendo's Indie World Showcase. I never would have guessed from that trailer that it's actually an anti-golf game for people who hate golf. But given said information, I'm really looking forward to smacking an assortment of Muppet-like people, houses, race cars, and more off-cliff faces. What the Golf is scheduled to release sometime in winter 2019. Before researching any of these indie games, I had no idea that Kine is actually what you call a collection of cows, similar to a murder of crows. This information has absolutely nothing to do with this indie puzzle game, but I figured just in case you hated this video, at the very least you learned something new. In Kine, you'll guide a band of whimsical instruments through a gauntlet of increasingly difficult puzzles. This is all done in the hopes of being discovered and receiving your big break. If you're a fan of fast-paced orchestral music and challenging puzzles, make sure to keep an eye out for Kine when it hits shelves sometime this year. If there ever were a game made specifically for my taste, it would be Sparklight. Not only are its pixel graphics absolutely breathtaking, but it also features a cast of cute and endearing characters, has a plethora of different guns and gadgets to suit your unique playstyle, and features a wholesome story about a young genius trying to keep her new friends safe. Sparklight is like a great Saturday morning cartoon brought to the game space, including the obvious subtext and commentary on current social issues. I, for one, can't wait to traverse this ever-changing land, all the while collecting resources to build more complex and devastating inventions. Keep an eye on Sparklight as it comes to all platforms in fall 2019. However much I might despise Nintendo's decision to rebrand their Nindy Directs, they do so much to highlight amazing indie games like these, and that's a worthwhile endeavor if I've ever seen one. So make sure to keep an eye out for these 5 awesome indie games in the coming year. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to click the like button and leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, and also check out all of Handsome Phantom's other content. You can follow me outside of Handsome Phantom at Hive Legion. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.